Welcome to this edition of Titan Television.
On this episode, we'll take a look into the life of a senior here at West.
A teacher with many hobbies outside of school.
And we'll get you into the holiday spirit.
Now sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Titan Television.
Check.
Check.
Good afternoon, Titans. I'm Matt Ross.
And I'm Autumn Black. By senior year, many feel like they've found their place in the midst of 2,000 students.
Stacia Anderson brings us a story of one girl who has found her niche in such a large school.
As senior Taya Thomas drives to school each morning, we hear the rumble of her 1970 Volkswagen Super Beetle. But another tune you may hear from her is from the 9 instruments she plays.
It's everything. Like, I've been doing music since I've been reading music since I was in like 2nd grade. Like, music has been my entire life.
As she has grown, so has her talent.
Just the maturity of her musicality and just concepts of what it means to be an important player in the band.
But her drive for success isn't only in music.
And I thought it was super cool, but it was also super nerdy. There were no girls, and so I was like, yeah, no, not doing this. And then sophomore year, one of the guys was like, come on, seriously, you should try this. And so I did. And now I love it.
She's just got a great big heart and a super personality, but she's also into wiring and metal and everything else. I mean, she's got a lot of skills here and there, but it's really her personality that makes everybody gravitate to her on the team.
It changes all the time. Like, there's always new technology, new things being invented. There's always new stuff to do.
Thomas's love for both music and robotics has played a major role in her college decisions.
Up until about October of junior year, I wanted to major in music, actually. I wanted to be a music teacher and teach high school kids. After joining the robotics team, I realized that I liked that a lot, and I liked doing the engineering management side of things, and so I realized that you could major in that.
Regardless of which path she chooses, Thurman and Bailey are supportive of Thomas.
Being a part of a music program gives you valuable tools as a human being, as well as exercising so many tools inside your brain.
It's family, it's responsibility, it's being someplace where you're important. All those things kind of describe, hopefully, what Taya feels with us.
Thomas plans on attending Missouri S&T to study engineering management, and she also hopes to continue playing music in college. With photographers Jacqueline Raymer and Matt Ross, this is Stacia Anderson reporting for Titan Television.
Christmas in the Park is a popular attraction in Lee Summit.
However, people may not realize the work that is put into it.
Here's Mackenzie Wilson with more.
As the weather gets colder and the holidays get closer, many Kansas City residents head over to Christmas in the Park. This half-mile loop that features over 350,000 Christmas lights has been a tradition of the Lee Summit community for 28 years. And perhaps the biggest part of the tradition is that Christmas in the Park helps out 37 charities each year.
What was your favorite?
Organizations like the Single Mothers KC enjoy being able to collect donations for this cause and give visitors in the holiday spirit.
Did you enjoy?
Well, I love to talk to the families that come through because I love to ask the kids what their favorite light was.
But this year, they wanted to add one more group. Families of the fallen KC firefighters who died in October will receive portions of the donations as well. Giving back is just another way to add a little holiday cheer to the Christmas in the Park tradition.
And it's like the beginning of the Christmas season when you go see the lights, and I don't know, there's just something, and there's something magical and beautiful about twinkling lights, and it makes everybody feel alive and light and bright.
With photographer Mackenzie Elliott, this is Mackenzie Wilson reporting for Titan Television.
The holidays are quickly approaching, and many are starting to get ready for them.
If you're still looking for a gift for someone or need to get into the Christmas spirit, then tomorrow is the perfect opportunity.
The journalism department will be hosting the 5th annual Holiday Mart here at Lee Summit West.
Vendors from across the Kansas City area will feature items such as holiday decorations, jewelry, and other products. This event will be held in the Commons in the Fieldhouse mezzanine from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
As students, we carry on our backpacks with us all day.
So it's no surprise that they're starting to affect our bodies.
Mackenzie Elliott tells us more.
Every day, millions of students carry around more weight than they should. From the pressure of school to the pounds of unhealthy food, kids are putting more weight on themselves than is healthy. And a lot of that weight is sitting right on our backs, and it's starting to cause pain.
We're seeing a lot of kids who are having back pain who shouldn't be having back pain, kids who shouldn't be in pain at such a young age.
We tend to put as much in our backpacks as possible, but this can become dangerous.
Backpacks tend to cause issues with the spine over time, so we are seeing people who are getting greater risk of scoliosis or curvature of the spine.
Backpacks should only be 10% of your body weight, so the average backpack should be 10 to 15 pounds for teens. However, this is not the case for students at Lee Summit West.
We weighed over 50 students' backpacks, and the average weight was 17.2 pounds, which is most likely over 10% of the average student's body weight. You see, our backpacks are so heavy because we try to fit everything in them, from our math book, to our Chromebook, to a bottle of water, and then a few snacks. The weight is piling up. Dr. Chambers tells us how we can reduce the weight and the pain.
So you want to put the heaviest things towards your back itself. And you want to actually buy maybe a smaller backpack so you're not going to put as many things in there. You also want to have the padded straps.
However, the backpack shouldn't take all the blame.
You take care of yourself and the backpack fits within that environment. But so does your diet and your lifestyle and your stress levels. And diet and nutrition are of the utmost. Sugar and processed foods tend to inflame the spine and inflame the body in general.
Dr. Chambers encourages students to take care of their body now before it's too late.
The things you're doing right now have a huge impact upon how you feel in the future. You're not seeing it right now, but you as a 40, 50, 60-year-old will appreciate what you've done right now.
With photographer Daniel Gorman, this is Mackenzie Elliott, reporting for Titan Television.
Don't worry, Titans. You only have one more week this semester of carrying around those backpacks.
Let's take a look at the schedule for this next week. Monday and Tuesdays will be regular days.
Wednesday will be your 7th hour final. Then Thursday will be your 1st, 2nd, and 4th hour finals.
And Friday will be your 3rd, 5th, and 6th hour finals.
A large number of students participate in sports or extracurriculars here at West.
However, one student has decided to take her athletics outside of school. Kayla Yule has more.
While most toddlers were learning how to walk, sophomore Mackenzie Brummett was learning how to tumble.
When she was about 2.5 or 3, she was in the living room doing flips and cartwheels.
And my mom didn't want me to kill myself, so she put me in gymnastics so I wouldn't hurt myself.
And now, after 12 years of gymnastics, Mackenzie competes with the USGA national team. She spends almost 30 hours a week practicing with this team, which means leaving school early every day.
We just went in and talked with her counselor and talked with the administration, and they said as long as she gets, keeps up with her grades and make sure that she gets all of her credits to graduate from high school, then they didn't have a problem with it.
But leaving school early every day does come with a few drawbacks.
I'll have to take a couple online classes, a lot of online classes and summer school classes.
School isn't the only sacrifice Mackenzie must make. Her social life suffers as well.
I'll see people go to football games and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that looks fun. But whenever I get home, I'm just like, oh, I'm too tired.
But looking into the future, Mackenzie is hoping all of her hard work pays off.
My whole goal is to get a scholarship to go to school for gymnastics and academics, obviously. But making nationals or even making regionals, it's just all worth it knowing that you worked so hard and then you finally make what your goal was.
Despite many sacrifices and long hours of practices, Mackenzie knows she is gaining valuable experience.
The hard work will pay off. For college or after college, I will have that work ethic and that accountability for myself.
With photographer Levi Chrisman and Nick Andrews, this is Kayla Ewell reporting for Titan Television.
Thanks, Kayla.
Now we'll send it over to Dylan Johnson with the Titan Sports Update.
Welcome back to the winter edition of the Titan Sports Update. I'm Dylan Johnson. Now before I tell you what's going on in the sports world, I'd like to take the time to congratulate former head coach Royce Bain and senior Bill Wilson for their accomplishments during the fall season. During the Coach Bain era, he brought home 3 state championships and an overall record of 117 wins and 35 losses. Last week, senior Bill Wilson became a part of the Under Armour All-American team that will play in Orlando on January 2nd, 2016. Lee Summit West gathered in the fieldhouse to show Wilson their support.
Lastly, to the fans that voted all over the world, family, friends, Husker fans, and so many more people I don't even know. It is truly an honor to be an All-American, but to be voted in by all the fans is something I will never forget. Thank you for making my dreams come true.
Boys basketball hosted their first home game of the season against Raytown South. They brought home the win 41-35. Their next home game is on January 8th against Rockhurst. Titan Wrestling recently competed against Park Hill South. The final results of the match will be uploaded on the Titan Sports Update Twitter page. Girls basketball started off the season with a jamboree at Lee Summit High School. But before the season even started, I had the chance to take a look at what kind of work the team was putting in. Last season, the Lady Titan basketball team won the district and conference championship. After losing a number of seniors, their goals have not been altered. According to head coach Jeff Harden, the team can do great things this year. With such a young team, he cannot wait for them to take care of business in the fieldhouse. Now let's take a look at what the girls swim team has done in preparation for the season. Your Titans are attempting to swim faster and dive better than last season.
It's mixer, so mix it up.
With returning seniors, head coach Adam Hall believes they can bring something different to the team than others have in the past.
So I just expect leadership, kind of showing lowerclassmen the ropes, being on a swim team, but also being valuable point scorers. I know a majority of them are planning on going to state.
This being Coach Hall's rookie year as head coach, I asked him what is his biggest fear for the season.
My biggest fear about the season is just being a new head coach, and with being a new head coach comes a lot of new responsibilities that I'm not used to. So mainly just trying to keep up with things, keeping track of everything that I need to do and making sure everything goes well throughout the season. The swim team is maybe one of the overlooked sports at West. People will hear more about it and be interested in becoming swim meets and support our Titans just like they would in every other sport.
Until next time, I'm Dylan Johnson. Now back to Matt Ross and Autumn Black in the studio.
Thanks, Dylan.
Have you ever wondered what your teachers do outside of school?
Lauren Desmond answered this question for one teacher here at West.
Having hobbies outside of work is common, but Sean Harrell's hobby is work. Harrell currently works as a radio announcer at KCUR,
It's This American Life here on KCUR,
a brick specialist at a Lego store, a professor at UMKC,
Or the melody from one line to the next.
a media teacher at Summit Tech, and what many students know him best as, a music teacher here at Lee Summit West.
I guess my hobby is work. All the jobs are considerably different, and that's probably part of what keeps me doing it too.
Harrow's 5 jobs have made his family adapt to a fast-paced lifestyle.
We have a busy schedule since we have 2 boys. We are on the go all the time, and with extra work comes a little bit of extra busyness.
It's a bit of a running joke around the house, like Dad has 5 jobs.
When we put things into the calendar, we make sure that we try to put everything in there as long as it's something that's going to affect both of us. We really have to check it every day.
My favorite thing is the variety and knowing that no half a day is going to be the same as the next half of the day. So even from West to Summit Tech to the next thing, everything's different, and I think that's my favorite part.
Harrell has found that it is important to make the most of his time and be happy with what he does.
The jobs basically kind of keep me doing things that I love and enjoy.
He wouldn't do it if he didn't enjoy it, because it does take some family time away from us, but because he does enjoy it so much, it brings happiness to our home.
And Harrell hopes that he can share what he has learned with others.
You guys in high school are looking at careers and jobs, and you hope to do something that you enjoy. And if you can do 3 or 4 things that you enjoy and do a little bit of all of them, that's kind of what I've managed to carve out.
With photographer Aubrey Salisbury and Aaron Cohenauer. This is Lauren Disman, reporting for Titan Television.
December 18th will be the release of the new Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens.
Bryce Presley and Chandler Keaton will tell us what you can expect for the new movie.
If you haven't heard yet, or you've just been living under a rock, the next installment of the Star Wars franchise is set to release December 18th. This is the 7th movie in the series, so in honor of this movie, here are the top 7 things you need to know when going to see Star Wars The Force Awakens. First, this movie takes place after the original trilogy. It takes place directly after the events of the Galactic Civil War. So yes, the original cast of the first 3 movies will be starring in the upcoming film. This includes Leia, Han, Chewbacca, R2-D2, C-3PO, and Luke Skywalker. George Lucas is not the director of Star Wars 7. The longtime director of Star Wars, George Lucas, passes off the honor to J.J. Abrams, who is famous for movies like Star Trek Into Darkness, the TV series Lost, and Mission Impossible. The Force.
Force is strong in my family.
All of Star Wars revolves around this mystical power called the Force.
The Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together.
We are sure to see the Force's return in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. There will be more. J.J. Abrams has already announced production on Star Wars 8, which will release 2017, and Star Wars 9, which will release 2019. These won't be the only Star Wars movies coming out in the next couple of years. Disney and Lucasfilm have already announced multiple spin-off films such as Star Wars Rogue One and a Han Solo origin film. Even though Star Wars is now owned by Disney, similar to their Marvel property, Disney is using a hands-off approach for the new movies. Though they have announced a Star Wars theme expansion to their Disney World park. Now if you haven't seen Star Wars in a while, this is where we left off.
I am your father. Confront Vader.
I've accepted the truth that you were once Anakin Skywalker, my father.
Leia is my sister.
Fulfill your destiny.
Never.
You will be destroyed.
Until then, may the Force be with you, and have a wonderful day, Titans. And remember that finals are coming up.
If Star Wars doesn't interest you, Lee Summit West Repertory Theater will be putting on a production of A Christmas Carol this weekend.
The first show will be tonight at 7 p.m., and they will continue tomorrow at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m.
Last week, we asked you through Twitter who you wanted to see elfed on this week's show. Here are the people you picked.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a kitten in a Christmas tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 scratching posts and a kitten in a Christmas tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 3 balls of yarn, 2 scratching posts, and a kitten in a Christmas tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 4 litter boxes, 3 balls of yarn, 2 scratching posts, and a kitten in a Christmas tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 5 golden fish, 4 litter boxes, 3 balls of yarn, 2 scratching posts, and a kitten in a Christmas tree. On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 6 cats a leaping, 5 golden fish, 4 litter boxes, 3 balls of yarn, 2 scratching posts, and a kitten in a Christmas tree. On the seventh day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 7 mice to play with, 6 cats a leaping, 5 golden fish, 4 litter boxes, 3 balls of yarn, 2 scratching posts, and a kitten in a Christmas tree.
Up next, Jacqueline Raymer took to the halls to see if your fellow Titans knew the words to a classic holiday carol.
Stacia Anderson and I went around the halls to get your students and staff Christmas spirit. Here's how they sounded.
Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. Over the hills we go, laughing all the way.
O'er the top bell rings, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a swinging song tonight.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the hills we go, laughing all the way.
Ha ha ha, bells on bobtail rings, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh,
jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle bells,
Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse
open sleigh. America.
That's all we have time for Man on the Street. Until next time, happy holidays, Titans.
We hope you're all in the holiday spirit after that segment.
We are hoping to get everyone dressed for the holidays with an upcoming contest.
We want you all to take a picture of you in your best ugly Christmas sweater and tag LS West Online on it on Instagram.
If you tag us, we'll put you into a drawing for a $10 gift card to Quick Trip.
Good luck to all of you who participate.
If you're looking for ideas for gifts or holiday recipes, check out lswestonline.com.
We have stories on giving back during the holidays, ideas to decorate your room, and gift ideas for parents and friends.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and like us on Facebook at LS West Online to stay updated on all things happening around Lee Summit West.
Well, Titans, thank you for tuning into this episode of Titan Television. We hope you've enjoyed the show. I'm Matt Ross.
And I'm Autumn Black. Good luck on all of your finals and happy holidays.
Check.